Spotify and share this. Sweet. Welcome everyone to the second final info session for Cornell App Dev Spring 2021. We're very excited, so thank you all for coming here. We're excited to tell you a little bit more about our team, what we do, who we are, and also give you the opportunity to chat with a few members and just learn more about you as well. My name is Zane. I'm the current team lead of App Dev, and I'll be presenting with Yi-Sin Wei, the vice team lead of App Dev today. Our mission at Cornell App Dev is to bring inspiration, professionalism, and community to app developers at Cornell. And we do this two main ways, through apps and through our courses. And obviously, most people know us for our apps, which is what we love doing professionally. So yeah, that's basically what we do. We build apps. And we build quite a few apps that a lot of you might know, including Eatery, Transit, Uplift, Postgrad, and two new apps that we'll be excited to ship soon. So to tell you a little bit more about our apps, I want to start off with Eatery. Eatery is our most popular app. There's thousands of students who use it every single day, and even more that use it monthly. You can use Eatery to check the dining hall hours. You can check it menus. You can check your BRB balance and history. It's our first app, so we have a very emotional connection to Eatery. And we're always working on Eatery to improve, the lives of students and continuously ship features that we think students are going to find useful. We have a few new features coming out this semester, so we're very excited to have you see those soon.
Another one of our more famous apps is Ithaca Transit. It also has thousands of monthly and active users, and it essentially allows users to search for any bus route in the TCAT system, as well as walking directions and stop itinerary, not only on campus, but also for the greater Ithaca area. Lastly, transit users can receive bus status notifications and any breakdowns in the TCAT system.
My bad. Another app that we have that you all might not be that aware of is Uplift. Uplift is an app that lets you browse fitness classes, gym hours, and equipment. Most recently, you can also see facilities information. So if you're not sure when badminton is going on at Helen Newman, you can go and check that out now. And you can even post and join pickup sports now. Obviously, with the gyms closed, it's not the perfect time for Uplift to be developing more features, but we're really excited to get back to work on Uplift once gyms are open regularly and we come back from this pandemic.
Another one of our flagship apps is CourseGrab. It has about 1,000 semesterly active users on mobile. It allows students to track any course and discussion sections and receive notifications when there are any open spots in any course that are full. Also allows students to have quick access to Student Center in order to enroll in these classes when spots do open.
Like I said, we build quite a few apps. And like I said before, we're really excited to ship new apps in addition to the updates that we build for our existing apps. Keep an eye out for these logos, and we hope they'll live on your home screen soon. Outside of apps, who are we? And what do we do as a team? We are not only passionate about creating high industry level apps, high quality industry level apps, but we're also passionate for sharing our knowledge with students around Cornell to kind of share what we've learned building apps and managing thousands of users. As part of this, we focus a lot on member growth. On the technical side, you learn a lot about what does it really take to ship an app like Eatery, or ship kind of a more social app that allows you to connect with other users. We also work collaboratively on pods, and for each app, you're working with a team of other people that do completely different things in the app development process. So you learn how to work with others who have different responsibilities. And lastly, you also have the opportunity to become a lead of an app or lead a sub-team, which gives you real life experience about how to be a design or development manager, or how to be a PM in a company. So in order to facilitate this growth, we're organized into sub-teams and pods. Subteams are where members learn and mentor with others of like discipline, like design, iOS development, Android development. And pods are where members will work closely with members of other subteams to work on an app. So pods equal apps. And we have 5 amazing sub-teams: design, iOS, Android, backend, and marketing. And I'd like to invite each of our sub-team leads to talk a little bit more about their sub-team, their culture, and their point in the app development process. So we'll get started with design. And Renee Ho, our design sub-team lead, will talk a little bit about that.
Hi everyone, I'm Renee, and as a product designer at Cornell App Dev, you'll get the opportunity to work on problems that impact the student population or local Ithaca community. So actually for design, you're pretty involved every step of the way, starting with like user research to ideating the actual app, and also like usability testing at the end, and even helping the marketing team to get the word out. So your job is basically to advocate for the user throughout the entire experience. And you'll become like an essential member of every pod that you're on. And yeah, later you may hear iOS and Android like feud about who's better, but like regardless of that, your designs will have a huge impact on the product direction of the app itself. And on the design team, everyone always has your back. So we feel really comfortable with one another because we're constantly giving feedback. We have weekly critiques, so it's an opportunity to improve your designs and learn from the other really talented designers on the team. So I would say we're a close-knit group of people. We like to have fun. We do things on Figma. We do things off Figma. Yeah, come talk to us after the presentation.
Awesome. Thanks, Renee. Next, we'll have Daniel talking about iOS.
Hi guys, I'm Daniel. iOS is front end, right? We make apps that people use that they have on their phones, but as an iOS developer, you do way more than just the final stretch. You're really active from the start in product ideation. You're very opinionated about what the product is going to be able to do, what it's going to look like. You're giving feedback to design about, hey, is this even feasible what you want us to do? Is this possible? And does it look good? But you're involved all the way from the start, all the way up until the end, and you're working with other iOS developers, you're working with everybody else on the pod. And, you know, even if you're not working, we, COVID notwithstanding, try to hang out with each other, play games during sub-team meetings, be a little bit more than just a bunch of people who type away on a keyboard. So if you have any questions about being an iOS developer, any curiosity, anything like that, pop into our breakout room after this presentation.
Awesome. Thanks, Daniel. And next, we'll have Kevin talking about Android development.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm the Android lead for this semester. Glad to see everyone here. So we here on the Android sub-team are the rebellious twin counterpart to the iOS team, here to support the platform that the other half of the world uses. Much like what Daniel just said, Android is the front-end side of development, the interface between technology and our users, where we provide a more tangible, tactile representation to the network of twinned bits that we've set up across the world. We use Android Studio. Yes, Yamam. We use Android Studio and the Kotlin programming language to build our apps, and our team has Windows users with Android phones, Mac users with iPhones, Windows users with iPhones, and Mac with Android phones. Whatever you've got, you can use. We work directly with backend, where you can communicate the best way between the brains of the operation and the layer that actually makes it real to the user. We work with design to make their Figma files reality, bringing paper to life in material design. We work with marketing to put our codes into the hands of others. Without them, all you have is lonely repositories. And our best friends are on the iOS team, where we build pretty much the same things, only speak different languages. They're the best sources of information for how you implement something you haven't, so they're a great bunch to bounce ideas off of. Of course, that's only our job description. The list of responsibilities next to the title, you see. It's not really what matters here at Cornell App Dev. What we are as a sub-team are a group of friends who share similar interests, but come from all walks of life. We chat about our day-to-day, what we're watching. We discuss classes, internships. We span across grades, mentoring each other on. And of course, like we talk about Android development, but also interviewing, classes to take, and how to get through more hectic times. We'll play Jackbox, code names, go on paintball trips when we're no longer locked down. And that's what keeps us coming back semester after semester. We've got someone on the team now who's been on for 7 semesters, and I'm here on my 6th. There's nowhere I can use these credits, not past the 2nd semester on app dev. You'll find a lot of project teams where that's the turnover line, where people just move on afterwards, but not here, not on app dev. Where we are, you'll always be included.
Awesome. Thanks, Kevin. And next we'll have Elena talking a little bit about backend development. Hi, Elena. Are you muted? Is Elena muted?
Is it back in turn now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can, Elena.
Hi guys, my name is Elena and I'm the backend sub-team lead. Have you ever wondered how you can send a meme on TikTok and your friend can get it and the video just doesn't disappear? Yeah, well, backend is super important in every app. On our team, you'll be super responsible for all of the data, deployment, but what the heck, learning about what the heck is the IP address, right? So if you want to join a team that roasts each other, whether it's PRs, pull requests, code reviews, or on your favorite coding language, you should join Backend.
Sick. Thanks, Elena. And last but not least, we'll have Derek talking a little bit about marketing.
Hi guys, I'm Derek. I'm the marketing lead for this semester. So, we talked about, the technical side and design side. Really, we can build this great app, but if no one really uses it, what's the whole point, right? So this is where marketing comes in. We're really that bridge to really gap between the users, the audience, and that of the developers here. And so really, I think being on the marketing team, we're actually such a diverse team. We come from such different majors. We have people from AIM, from Hotelli, from PAM, and InfoSci. And we all gather around here to really share common interests and really helping to get apps to get publicized and to really advertise it out to our target audiences. So on the team, we're really close knit. We also have, we are able to share interests. We're able to share kind of ideas and bounce it around. At the same time, we really do have different socials. Of course, pre-COVID and during COVID as well, we do have Zoom Hangouts and there's regular socials as well. So definitely, if you're interested in marketing, definitely want to help ship these apps. Oh, sorry, to help market these apps out. Please let me know at the breakout rooms. Thanks, guys.
Sweet. Thanks, Derek. Cool.
So
yeah.
So apart from being on a sub team, our members are also placed on pods, as they previously mentioned. Next slide, please. Pods are essentially our apps, and at the pod level, every member has the opportunity to engage in a cross-functional setting by working with members on our team by working with members in every sub-team using industry standard tools. Next slide. Pods are a big part of what we do, and we have pod meetings, work sessions, and socials to maximize the growth and learning of our members while shipping great apps.
Cool. And apps and pods are only half what we do. As I mentioned earlier, we have a passion for creating great apps, but we also have a passion for teaching what we learn when making these apps to the next generation of Cornellians. And as the first project team to have really pioneered this student taught course, we take really, really great pride in what our courses teach and how they really factor into and change our students' lives. You get real credit for these courses. They're 2 credits pass fail. And we take pride in the fact that our courses not only fill gaps in the Cornell curriculum, but they're really different from the normal classes you're going to take at Cornell. All of the classes are based on the principle of applied learning, meaning everything that you learn in class will be applied in that week's assignment. And will kind of culminate in the portfolio piece that you'll walk away with after the class. You get something real that will always be applicable to you, no matter whether you enjoyed the class or didn't enjoy the class, or whether you retain what you learned. Always have something that is a big part of what you did do in the class. We have 4 main courses: design, iOS development, Android development, and backend development. And I'd like to introduce each of the course instructors to come and talk a little bit more about what does their course do and how what you might learn in the course. We'll start off with Intro to Digital Product Design. So I'd like to invite Maggie and Tisha to talk about that.
Hi everyone, my name is Maggie and I'm one of the instructors for Introduction to Digital Product Design this semester. So in our class, we cover 3 main pillars of product design: product thinking, interaction design, and visual design. So product thinking is all about designing the right thing. And to give you a little analogy, we have a picture right here. Okay, so here's a picture. So this is actually the picture of one of the room of one of our previous instructors, Jason. If you look at it at first glance, it's kind of messy, but if you take a look at the top of the dresser, contact solution, lotion, everything you need in morning is just there. When you're trying to get ready quickly, all you need is to just grab them and go. So similarly in product design, we are constantly thinking about what's most important to our users and how should we prioritize information to deliver whatever they need the fastest to them. And on the other hand, we also have visual design, which is all about designing the thing right. And again, we have a little analogy here. If we look at this room, this is the room of another previous instructors of ours, Eileen. It's very clean, nicely decorated. However, if we want to get something that we need, we might need to take a little time to dig into those bins right there. But of course, ideally, we still want to combine the best of both worlds, product thinking, strong product thinking, and clean visual design. And we do that, we connect the bridge through interaction design, where we constantly think about information hierarchy, how the users can interact with the features we design in the way that best makes sense to them. So these are the 3 main pillars we'll cover, and specifically we cover them through all of these lecture topics. And you'll also complete a case study throughout the semester. And with every assignment of the case study, we'll take you through step by step of the entire design process. And by the end, when you complete the case study, you'll be able to apply for product design internships and break into the product design industry.
So how do you apply to make an amazing case study? First, read our syllabus at the bit.ly posted here. You can also access it on the AppDev website. Be sure to complete the pretest. I know it looks long, but it's just onboarding. It's not meant to be intimidating. Trust me, apply, we accept everyone. And then we will be sending out course pins in the next 2 weeks. Enroll on Student Center and get ready for an amazing class. I can say 100% this changed my Cornell career for the better. So why don't you change yours? Why don't you take product design?
Awesome. Thanks, Maggie and Tisha. Next, I'll have Yanla and Gonzalo to talk about Intro to iOS Development.
Hi, everyone. I'm Gonzalo. I'm a co-instructor. Here we have a claim. iOS is the most popular mobile OS among your friends. Now, this is actually backed by research. I took the DPD course myself, and it's actually a really good course. You should actually take it. But one of the things you learn in DPD is how to do user research, and that helps you make generalizing assumptions in your app. So I conducted some research of myself. I just interviewed myself, and I sampled from iOS Subteam, and we all use iOS. So this must mean that all of your friends also use iOS. Next slide, please. So when you take this course, this is basically the culmination of what the course will teach you. These are actually examples from the Hack Challenge. On the very left, you have a restaurants app. You have a trip planner, actually made by Zane. We have a budget planner, and then we also have a housing app. These are all examples from the Hack Challenge, as you'll learn more about later. And it may look intimidating that you will get all of this out of the course by the end, but you will be able to go at your own pace, especially this semester with the new assignments that we've been making. So you'll be able to take it at your own pace. You don't have to worry about failing. It's pretty easy. Well, it's not easy, but it's really hard to fail. So we'll just put it at that.
Hi, everyone. I'm Yanla. I'm the other co-instructor for iOS. And yeah, so these are the topics which are pretty much by week and similar to past semesters, where we start off with syntax, move to screens and interactions, and finally communication with backend. And so the main change for this semester is that we'll have new designs and new project guidelines via Figma, which is always exciting to see. And yeah, so next slide. So you can fill out our short application at this Google form or just go to our website for the link. And yeah, like DPD, we pretty much accept everyone. And deadline is February 26th for the apps. Class starts March 1st. And you'll need Xcode to complete the project. So either a Mac OS or VM. And be sure to enroll in Student Center CS 1998, Section 601 for up to 2 credits.
Awesome. Thanks, Yala Gonzalo. Next, we'll have Adam and Jesse to talk about Intro to Android Development.
Hi, it's me again. I'm Kevin, the Android subteam lead. Jesse and Adam aren't able to make it to this info session, so I'm talking about this part in their place. Wrote the course and all that. They're brand new this semester, so take it easy on them. First time public speaking and all. You know, Gonzalo really made it hard for them to follow. Oh, something's wrong. Let me fix that.
You actually contact all of your friends on your Facebooks, and it turns out that all of your friends actually use iOS. You may think that some of them actually have an Android, but they actually have an iOS. And a little known secret about app dev, there's actually some Android members that also use iOS. So that's just to prove that iOS is pretty cool. iOS is pretty cool. iOS is pretty cool. iOS.
Oh, me. You didn't think I'd let you get away with that, did you? You get 1 shiny medal for winning the popularity contest. That's it, we're done. Now let's make some sense. You want to reach an audience all around the world? Biggest countries, 1, 2, 4, and half 3. Android galore. It's the everyman's phone, a diverse affair. Tailored to your needs, we got that here. We're fully open source, you're locked on Mac. $100 entrance fee to that walled garden? What a hack! Smaller, bigger, cheap, foldable. You got glass sandwich, my screen is moldable. Seriously, innovation, innovation. What'd they do this year? They took my app drawer, widgets, picture in picture. Come on, at least buy me a beer. You want rumors, leaks, and spoilers for next year's WWDC? Look at an Android from 2 years ago. Easy peasy. Now, I ain't saying that's bad. I'm just saying it's basic. You think Apple was the one who made iPhone so good? Think different. Oh, something went wrong. Like my camera glitched out. What happened? So intro to Android design. Quite simple, quite friendly. We're just here to impact what we've learned over the several years building these apps, so you can build one of these apps. We'll give you the basics, the tips and tricks from our years, both on app dev and in industry. And by the end of it, you'll have a lovely portfolio and the skills you need to add your own contribution to the Google Play Store's over 3 million apps. We'll run you through the basics of the powerful development environment known as Android Studio, throw you headfirst into the wonderfully convenient Kotlin programming language, and then run you through all the fancy things you need to know to build a modern app. Zane, next slide. Don't worry if none of these look familiar. They will be by the end of the semester. So we're talking about, just all the things you need to use Android. Next slide, Zane. To enroll, just fill out a quick application, enroll in Student Center, and you're set. See you in class.
All right, Kevin. Yeah, thanks for talking about intro to Android development. That was, I don't know what happened with your computer there, but I think you missed something pretty important. I think it said something about how iOS was the better platform. I don't know what happened. Your computer glitched out though. I think next we'll have Rahi and Jack to talk about intro to backend development.
Hello, I'm Jack. I'm one of the co-instructors for intro to backend development.
Hey, I'm Rahi. I'm the other one.
Yeah. So backend development, it's the hardest area of app dev to make a cool diagram for, as clearly visible here. And that's because we don't do graphics. Everything we do is very invisible, but it's still very cool. If you want freedom in your development, backend is the place for you. There's no restrictions. Like, Kevin just talks about Android having fewer restrictions than iOS. There's almost no restrictions in backend. We're going to teach you in this class the basics of how the internet works and how you can use that to make really cool stuff. And there's a lot of freedom in what you do with that, what you do with those tools and conventions. Also pretty fun, when you write backends, most of the time your clients, the people that are going to be interacting with your code, are other developers. An interesting crowd to develop for. Not having to interact with the end user, in my opinion, is very nice. Can we go to the next slide, Zane?
Sure.
So we're going to teach you all of this stuff, a lot about the basic conventions and structures of how the internet works and how the backends of our applications work. And it's going to be really fun, and you should all take it. Can we go to the next slide, Zane? Yeah, so you can apply. All of our information is pretty well laid out on our course textbook and on the website. You can also feel free to email us with any questions. We hope to see you in class.
Awesome.
Y'all got this.
Thanks, y'all. Awesome. Thanks, y'all. And so, yeah, we talk about, we love all of our courses. And like I said, we were the first team to pioneer, and we're pioneer student taught courses for credit. And we're so happy that, we've been able to teach these 4 classes for so long. And, we're always looking to expand as well. And so who knows, maybe we'll have more classes in the future. But I highly encourage all 4 of our classes. They've changed students' lives. They're for credit. You can you're learning from other students, so there's a lot less stress than other classes. And like I said, you come out with a final portfolio piece. And so you might be thinking, how does that final portfolio piece actually happen? How am I supposed to make a GitHub repo and send it to recruiters and stuff? Well, we have a final project for all of our courses called the Hack Challenge. In the Hack Challenge, you will basically be building an app within 2 weeks at the end of your course with members of other courses. So you'll have TAs to help you out and learn how to network between iOS and backend, Android and backend, how to move your designs into iOS or Android. And you'll also learn how to deploy your app. And we have a lot of fun with our Hack Challenge. We have opening and closing ceremonies. We have a midnight office hours for those of you who like to wait till last minute and then get a bunch of help from your TAs. And normally we'd have a lot of fun in GO1 and have lots of food and swag. But obviously with COVID, we can't do that. However, we will be continuing our tradition of giving out rewards for the best apps, meaning you can win actual real prizes like Echo Dots, speakers, headphones. We've done headphones in the past just for, taking the class and doing your projects for, what you normally would do in any other class. And sometimes our prizes are even sponsored by companies who are looking for interns. So it's always a kind of nice way to kind of, have a foot up on the competition whenever you're looking at internships and jobs for the summer. And going back to member growth, like I said, everything kind of comes back to making sure our members are growing in a great way. And so this is another plug for joining the team. As a team member, you'll also get the opportunity to instruct or TA a course, meaning you'll have more experience for leadership. You'll also learn how to collaborate with TAs and courses or students from other courses. And you'll also be able to grow your own technical experience by revisiting concepts that you learned in the class and being able to apply them in more advanced ways. And now I'd like to pass it off to Yisin to talk a little bit about our application timeline.
Thank you, Zane. So our online application forms are open and will stay open till this Friday midnight. So make sure to apply. And over this weekend, you will hear back about whether you made it to the first round, which will happen next Monday to Thursday. Times for those interviews will vary based on your availability. And the first round will just be a simple behavioral interview to see why you're interested in app dev and to get to know you as an applicant. We will have a second and final round interview next Saturday. And the final round is to see if you have the foundational skills on a technical level so that when you join the team, we can help you grow into the best designer, developer, or marketer through our Subteam and Pods. Lastly, you'll hear back from us hopefully around Friday, March 5th. So be sure to look out for an email around that time. All of the information listed on this slide can be found on the apply page of our website, along with interview guides for each sub-team, and links to schedule a one-on-one chat with any of our lovely sub-team leads. Feel free to browse the apply page after our info session today. And I'll now pass it back to Zane for information on our course applications.
So like most of the instructors said, our courses are open to everyone and we usually accept everyone. The application deadline across classes, some classes might have it slightly earlier by a day or two, is Sunday, February 28th. The decisions are rolling. So, please apply as soon as possible. That will give you more time to kind of figure out where it goes in your schedule and give our instructors more time to figure out, how many students they're going to have in their course and make it the best course possible. And the first the first meeting for all of our courses will be the week of March 1st. All of our courses, except for DPD, will be taught asynchronously. Digital product design will be taught 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern synchronously, but also recorded for those in international time zones. And we'll have a synchronous section on Sunday, but the timing of that will depend on your group. And so you'll figure that out once you kind of enroll in the class. So don't worry about not being available for that. And we'd like to thank you all for coming. And at this time, I'd like to ask all of our members to separate into breakout rooms according to their sub-team. We want to give every person here a chance to chat with our members. This isn't like a networking, like you have to talk to members and ask them questions or it'll look bad or anything like that. We just want to get to know our prospective members better. We love hearing about you. We love hearing from other app developers on campus and people who are interested in building apps. So please come talk to us, hear more about our experiences. We want to ask you about your experiences as well. And you can hop between your breakout rooms. If you want to ask Easton or myself any questions about the team or about Cornell App Dev in general, feel free to chill in here. We'll be here. So thank you all for coming. And we hope you'll get a chance to talk to some of our members. Awesome. Thanks, y'all.